Hello, my name is Ben Keene and I love building startups. In the past, I built startups called Tribe Wanted, Rebel Book Club, and most recently, Raise. Of course, money matters when you're building and launching a business, but there is no point going out and doing the hard work of raising money or taking the risk on borrowing money or putting your own money into the business unless you're really confident that this idea has legs. I've seen this over the last decade working with hundreds of founders and startups. You can test your idea with very little funding. Talk to your target customer audience to learn about how they're currently trying to solve this problem in their life or make their life better, and to learn whether that's something that fits with your theory or idea is the best thing to do before you start building and investing real money into your business. So that's the way to do it. So start lean, start small, get your idea tested, talk to customers, and then when you've got some evidence that this can work, then go out, get your startup loan, get the funding. But the best business model of all is sales. So here are three businesses that I started without any funding. Tribe Wanted, writing our story up as a press release, getting it out there, talking to people that we knew who were in the sort of the media world, who were in the adventure travel world, and started to share that story. And through that, we got some publicity, and that led to membership sales of £300,000. So of course, it also created lots of challenges because of the speed of growth, but you can, if you've got a good story and a powerful idea, it's amazing how much traction you can quickly get. With Rebel Book Club, well, we got 24 people, friends of friends, just reaching out through our networks, who joined up, and they came to the events. And when we got positive feedback and said, would you like to do it again? They said yes. So we carried it on. And that was 92 months ago. Start small, do not have too much ambition, and sometimes just focus on the next few weeks. And it's amazing what you can do with a small budget or zero budget. And then my most recent project called Raise. So we got our first Raise platform up and running by reaching out to founders, running events, having a good little landing page website, creating content, and then a podcast this year that built a community. So we'll focus every time when you've got limited budget and you're trying to get your first customers, get your first version of the product out there, focus on building relationships with people that matter, whether that's the people you want to help, your customers, or whether it's the suppliers that you need to build partnerships with that are going to help you build a product or service. Talk, invite them to join in, and ask if they can help you test this idea. Do not commit lots of money up front. And remember, when we're doing first versions, early versions of our business, no one cares. No one cares. The only people that care are you, your business partner, and least of all, your future customers. So that means you've got to just chuck stuff out there and see if it works without taking risk on finance and too much time. And my favorite entrepreneurs in the world are brilliant at just experimenting and testing, and they don't care if it doesn't work out because no one else will. But at the start, no one cares. So you've got permission to just experiment and play. In 2023 it's never been easier to get an idea out there into the world, easier or cheaper. Typeform is a dynamic, fun, easy to build form that you can use for surveys, for sales, for chatting with customers. Canva is an amazing tool for just designing any kind of visual that you need. We use one at Rebel Book Club now called Snipcart, which is a really nice integrated subscription tool that sits on our site, works like a Shopify. And then in terms of web pages, Webflow is probably my favorite current landing page builder. We've now got this tool that everyone's talking about called ChatGPT, which is essentially you ask a question like you would on Google and it comes back with a whole load of fantastic copy, insights, ideas that feel really compelling. In reality, it's very easy. In reality, if you start getting momentum, you really feel it and you see the data. So you feel it because you see the incoming communications, you see revenue, you see buzz, and you feel it because it sets off all these chemicals, and which makes you excited about what you're doing, and you can't switch your mind off from it, and it's the best feeling, and you don't want to lose it once you get that. In reality, in terms of evidence, you see the data points. So you see more traffic coming to your website, people buying your product, people converting at a really high rate, and so on. So that's when you know your idea is working, and then you start to invest a little bit more time, money, start to build this thing up. But ultimately, the most important thing when you're at the first stage, early stage of your business is this relevant? Is this helpful? Is this useful to my target audience? And if it's not, then that's a sign to just take a step back and go, hold on a second, are we really solving a problem for our target audience? Yeah, so costs in your business can kill you. Cash flow is king. And so your target is to spend as little as possible and to control the costs that you are spending. Just be cautious at the start with your commitments around funding. Take the risk out of your team building in the early months and even years of your business. The great thing is now there's so many fantastic co-working spaces, and post-COVID, great deals for flexible teams come together once a week, twice a month, whatever it is. So there are ways of doing these things relatively cheaply without committing to ongoing overheads. So yeah, keep it lean, and you'll be in a lot better position when you need to pivot and change direction.